Governor Newsom is launching a new campaign meant to boost tourism between Canada and California.
The Golden State and Canada have always shared so much in common. Sure, you know who's trying to stir things up back in D.C., but don't let that ruin your beach plans. California, it's the ultimate playground. 2,000 miles from Washington and a world away in mindset. From our iconic beaches and national parks to world-class wine, food, and outdoor adventure, there's something here for everyone. Last year, nearly 2 million Canadians visited California because here in California, we've got plenty of sunshine and a whole lot of love for our neighbors up north.
California's been a top destination for Canadians, but travel experts say President Trump's policies on tariffs could change that. All right, let's swing down to the South Bay, where live here at noon, city leaders in San Jose pushing for more to be done to help upkeep the city's many parks and green spaces. Let's listen in together.
And safe, open space in their neighborhoods. They shouldn't have to go across the city to access that. But unfortunately, that hasn't always been the case, especially for our working families, and especially in East San Jose. The Healthy Places Index, a measurement that we use to measure the opportunity and the health outcomes of a neighborhood, has continuously rated District 5 as the lowest scored district in the city of San Jose, demonstrated the high need for public amenities such as parks, stemming from historic discrimination. Unfortunately, as you can see by our charts, the way the city of San Jose funds our parks continues to be a remnant of that historic discrimination. Because park maintenance and improvement is mostly funded by development and geographically bound by council district, District 5 and many other districts, actually a majority of the districts here at the city of San Jose, face an extensive repair and maintenance backlog with inadequate resources to tackle it, right? We have a huge backlog and no resources to make sure we can start tackling that. In the past 10 years, East San Jose has only been allocated $12 million to fund all of its parks, stretching resources too thin to tackle the many problems that they face. Despite the diligent effort by our hardworking park staff, and we have some of our hardworking park staff here and our director, our residents are too often are having to see parks with overgrown weeds, blight, and of course deteriorating amenities. They have a name for this unequal treatment of the open space in their communities, and that is neglect. East San Jose families and families across the city are fed up with making do with unsafe, unhealthy, and broken infrastructure at our parks. And enough is enough. We are standing today to say enough is enough. While I introduced the legislation calling for today's study session, it was the energy of all of the neighborhood leaders and activists that gave birth to this movement. And as they join me today, they know that I will continue to advocate to make sure that this isn't just an East Side issue, but this is an entire city issue. Everyone deserves access to open space and clean and safe parks. Now it's incumbent of the entire city council to ensure that all residents are served by our budget and by our park fees, by taking action that addresses the crude inequity detailed in this great staff report. I invite the community and, of course, the media to join us at this study session to ensure that the council follows through on its commitment for equitable city services for all families. This is just the beginning, everyone. We have a lot of options on the table, whether that is having a discussion that's going to be coming to the council about making sure that funds are distributed more equitably through our park fees, as well as a potential park bond or park parcel tax that could be on the 2026 ballot. We are going full speed ahead, and with the activists by our side, we will make sure that this is made a priority and that we will tackle this year. Thank you all, and now I want to introduce our next speaker. That is Darcy Green, president of the Pleasant Ridge Neighborhood Association in East San Jose, and a parent. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Member. My name is Darcy Green. I'm a health justice advocate and someone who deeply, deeply loves my neighborhood in East Side San Jose. First, I want to thank Councilmember Ortiz and the District 5 team for bringing us together and to push to make parks a real priority in our city. I want to talk about something so very simple, how a park can change everything. For a cancer survivor, walking a path can mean healing. For a mom working 2 jobs, a local playground might be the only chance her kids have to be outside and free. For a senior living alone, a park bench may be the only place they feel connected. These are not luxuries. These are basic needs. Parks are an essential resource for community health. They give our kids spaces to move and play and stay active. They provide relief from extreme heat and poor air quality as climate changes. They are places where neighbors gather, where isolation, especially for our elders, is replaced with connection. And we know what the research says. Access to green space reduces chronic illness and improves health outcomes. But when parks are not adequately funded, it's working class families, especially families of color, who lose out the most. In East San Jose, we've seen the consequences of that disinvestment. Our health indicators tell the story. Higher rates of asthma, diabetes, and stress-related illness, conditions that parks can actually help prevent. I'm so glad that this study session is happening. I'm so excited for it and grateful for it. It's time for the full City Council to hold this responsibility, to move beyond talk and make the investments that ensure every family, no matter where we live, have access to clean, safe, and healthy open spaces. Because, let's be real, communities like ours have always made something out of nothing. We've organized, we've fundraised, and we've picked up the trash ourselves. But we shouldn't have to continue doing it alone. We deserve a city that meets us halfway and shows up for us like we've always shown up for each other. So today, we're not here just to ask for better parks. We're here to say we see the gap, we live the impact, and we're ready for change. Thank you.
Leaders in the South Bay here pleading with the city to invest the money that they say is needed to make parks across the city of San Jose better, specifically there in District 5. It's sort of a northeast San Jose, kind of in the foothills. We heard first, and we're seeing again, Councilmember Peter Ortiz. He arrived at the council back in 2022, represents District 5, so Alum Rock, Mount Pleasant, East San Jose. We also heard from a health advocate. She was saying how parks aren't just a matter of fun, it's a matter of health. It's a place where people should be able to go to unwind, to get some fresh air, to explore their community, to meet others. So they say it's a matter of equity that some parks in the city are okay, but then others in their district, again, specifically in District 5, for Councilmember Ortiz, need desperate help. According to the councilman's office, there's something like $550 million plus in deferred maintenance and unfunded infrastructure needs. So again, this group calling on the city of San Jose to do more and do better when it comes to making sure that public parks are in working order.